Good morning, respected dignitaries, parents, well-wishers, and our dear students. We have gathered here today for the inaugural ceremony of the Postgraduate Department of Commerce, Arts and Science for the session 2021-2022. As this year we commemorate the 500th year of the cannonball moment of St. Ignatius of Loyola, it is but fitting to welcome our students with the inspiring words of St. Ignatius himself. Quote, "Above all, remember that God looks for solid virtues in us, such as patience, humility, obedience, abnegation of your own will, that is, the goodwill to serve Him and our neighbors in Him. His providence allows other devotions only insofar as He sees that they are useful to us." Unquote. Like every year, this year too, we are blessed and privileged to have amongst us Reverend Father Jayaraj Veluswamy, S.J. Rector, Reverend Dr. Dominic Savio, S.J. Principal, Reverend Father Joseph Kulandai, S.J. Vice Principal, Department of Commerce Morning, Reverend Father Peter Arokiam, S.J., Vice Principal, Department of Commerce Evening, Management Studies and the Postgraduate Department of Commerce, Reverend Father Johnson Padiera, S.J., Vice Principal of St. Xavier's College, Raghavpur Campus, Professor Bertram De Silva, Vice Principal, Department of Arts and Science, Dr. Charlotte Simpson Vegas, Vice Principal, Department of Education, Dr. Amitav Roy, Dean, Commerce Morning, Dr. Taupati Dotto, Dean of Science, Dr. Orko Banerjee, Dean of Arts, Professor Shogoto Banerjee, Dean of Management Studies, Dr. Shohini Ghosh, Dean, Commerce Evening, Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Basu, Dean of the Postgraduate Department and the Research Department of Commerce, and Dr. Oyon Chandro, Member Secretary of the Academic Council. The prevalence of the ongoing pandemic has left us no choice but to host a virtual inaugural ceremony. This is indeed very unfortunate that we are unable to meet our incoming students in person. However, we mustn't let this dampen our spirit or excitement to embark upon this new journey. As St. Ignatius very aptly puts it, act as if everything depends on you. Trust as if everything depends on God. We trust that things will normalize at the earliest and God will see us through. This initiation will be made even more solemn with the help of a short film on inter-religious harmony. This short film will then be followed by an inaugural address by Reverend Father Jayaraj Veluswamy, S.J. Rector.
स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
Reverend Father Principal Dr. Dominic Savio S.J., Vice Principal Arts and Science Professor Bertram Da Silva, Vice Principal BCom Morning Session Reverend Father Joseph Kulandai S.J., Vice Principal BMS BCom Evening Session Reverend Father Peter Arokim S.J., Vice Principal Education Department Dr. Charlotte Simpson Vegas, Vice Principal Ragapur Campus Reverend Father Johnson Padiera S.J., Deans, HODs and faculty members, office staff and support staff, and dear students, especially fresh Xaverians. It is my duty as well as my privilege to welcome all of you to the inauguration of the new academic year 2021-2022 at St. Xavier's College, Autonomous, Kolkata. The first lesson all of us are learning these days is that intelligent and rational as we are called to scientifically assess our environment and accordingly adapt our lifestyle to COVID-19 protocols and socially remain united as a family, as a society, and as a nation to safeguard our collective safety and well-being. Being a premier educational institution in Kolkata and Bengal, we salute all public servants, doctors, nurses, and all government officials who have been selflessly working to keep all of us safe and protected during this COVID-19 crisis. And at St. Xavier's, I am very proud to say there is a great sense of Xaverian family spirit and a dedicated teamwork that characterized each and every department of St. Xavier's and enabled them to offer regular classes and conduct all semester exams efficiently and seamlessly till the very end of the last academic year. Therefore, inaugurating this new academic year 2021-2022 at St. Xavier's, I have all confidence and assurance that Father Principal, supported by the entire team of Vice Principals, Deans, HODs, faculty, and the support staff, will take us all through another year of successful academic performance achievements for every student of ours. Today, I extend a special welcome to our freshers as they begin their journey through the portals of this 161-year-old institution, St. Xavier's College, Kolkata. I would like to congratulate all of you fresh Xaverians on choosing St. Xavier's for your higher education. You are very privileged to be part of this historic institution. And we too are privileged to have each one of you as part of the new batch of Xaverians 21-22. In the course of your journey at St. Xavier's, you will have ample opportunities to grow into the Xaverian spirit, the Xaverian identity, that is, being men and women for others. One of the core characteristics of being a Xaverian is to have an unquenchable thirst for more knowledge, more skills, more opportunities, and even more challenges. In the Jesuit language and spirituality, we call this always aiming for the magis, meaning the more and ever more. Yes, at St. Xavier's you will be not only taught to aim for the magis, the more, but also constantly challenged by both the staff and your own batchmates to come out with your maximum efforts, your maximum creativity, and your maximum generosity to engage yourself in various activities, programs, seminars, webinars, and many extracurricular activities. Thus, your student life at St. Xavier's will be filled with ample opportunities to acquire many skills and competencies, to be molded in higher and noble values. Hence, it goes without saying that one enters St. Xavier's to be shaped by a culture of discipline, a culture of punctuality, a culture of dedication to one's studies, a culture of determination to pursue excellence, and a culture of collaborative learning and research. This is the vision and the roadmap that St. Xavier's places before you, new Xaverians, on this first day of the academic year 2021-2022. May I therefore invite all of you to put on the mantle of our motto, Nihil Ultra, that is, nothing beyond. Yes, there is really nothing that is beyond human efforts and human endeavors, if we together set out on the path of questioning and inquiring, on the path of researching and learning. Before I conclude this address, I like to wish Reverend Father Principal Father Dominic Savio, Vice Principals, Deans and the HODs, the faculty and all support staff God's abundant blessings as you dedicate yourselves anew to make this year another year of solid learning and all-round growth for our students. I like to end with this inspiring line from Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I woke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy. Nihil Ultra. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you, Father, for your kind and thought-provoking address. We now request Reverend Dr. Dominic Savio, SJ Principal, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Very good morning to all of you. Reverend Father Rector, Father Jayaraj Velusabi, Vice Principal Professor Bertram da Silva, Vice Principal Father Peter Arukyam, Vice Principal Father Joseph Kulandai, Dean of Science Dr. Dopati Datta, Dean of Arts Dr. Vargo Banerjee, Professor S.K. Basu, Dean, Postgraduate and Research Department of Commerce, Head of the Department of different departments of the college, alumni members, members of the support staff, and my fresh Xaverians. It is my pleasant duty today, as the principal of the college, to extend a warm welcome to all of you to the Xaverian family and congratulate each one of you on your successful admission to St. Xavier's College. I want to highlight a few salient characteristics of the institution you are about to join. You have joined a college that is a venerable 162 years old. We have had a long and illustrious history, hosted prime ministers, presidents, and even Pope John Paul II, who is a saint now. We have nurtured great minds and public figures, and now you take your place with us to extend our history and legacy. This means for the greater glory of God. In other words, everything that we do or say, we do it for the greater glory of God, because it is He who is the creator and sustainer. The other theme is what we call Magis, the greater service to a greater number of people. And so we walk in the footsteps of St. Ignatius of Loyola to render greater service to a greater number of people. The motto of our college is Nihil Ultra, which means nothing beyond. For a person who wishes to learn, who wishes to grow, who wishes to be wise, and who wishes to reach out to others in love and service, there is no end. You are Xaverians from today, and you will remain Xaverians always. Once a Xaverian, always a Xaverian. This will definitely make a remarkable difference in your lives. You now have a golden opportunity to be a part of this great institution and walk in the hallowed footsteps of great Xaverians such as Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, Sir Jagadish Chandra Bose, Sri Utpal Dutt, Sri Jyoti Basu, Dr. Siddhartha Songaroy, Sri Hamid Ansari, Sri Ellen Mittal, and so on. Their presence is a part of the great legacy of this college. As Guru Rabindranath Tagore has said in his autobiography, quote, I have one fond memory of St. Xavier's, the memory of its teachers. They are the backbone and the fabric that makes this institution what it is. Today, as you join the community of St. Xavier's, I wish to share a dream with you because you are part of that dream and can help to make it real. An educational institution of merit will have built upon a reputation over the years, but it is not enough to rest upon laurels previously earned. We have to advance bravely and confidently into the future, forging a new directions and endeavors of innovation and expansion. This is why we have initiated plans to implement new courses, different and set apart from conventional pedagogy, courses that are tailored to contemporary needs and developments in the marketplace, courses that bridge disciplines and shape a structured interface between academia and industry. This is how we see and plan our future, and it is my privilege to usher you into an age of innovation and modernization that will empower St. Xavier's to rank among the very best institutions of higher learning. And that is what sets us apart. It is the idea and substance of difference. Our difference can be measured in many ways. Academic quality and achievement, sustained through the difficulties and rigors of the pandemic, a code of discipline, a system of noble values, service to others, and so on. But there is one thing that I am particularly proud to share with you. The brightest students from across the country have begun to find St. Xavier's an exciting destination. That is indeed a mark of distinguishing quality and repute, and this has been vouchsafed by national accreditation agencies, which have been consistently giving us a very high ratings. This recognition by impartial agencies with proven testing protocols comes as a just reward for our continuing and unflinching commitment to remain true to our motto of nihil ultra, nothing beyond. As the leader of this august institution, I have tried to stamp my vision on this college. I see a glorious future in which every department will be upgraded to offer students a seamless continuity from undergraduate to postgraduate to doctoral studies. So while I applaud and appreciate faculty members for the great job they are doing as teachers, I have tried to inspire and motivate them to greater involvement in research. Yes, I see a glorious future in which we will not only be an institution imparting quality education, but also an institution of quality research, development and consultancy, supported by the best interests of the alumni and government grants and other endowments. I see no reason why St. Xavier's cannot in time be equated with IITs and ISIs. Yes, if we are to dream, we must dream big. 2021, like the year before, has been a year of challenges. But having set up in 2020 the process to ensure that teaching, learning, evaluation continue seamlessly, we have successfully modeled a comprehensive system which ensures that everything from admissions to classroom to assessments will take place online. The first batch of online students have had a more than rewarding experience, and I have no doubt that so will you. This is the present reality, and we will make the best of it. Aware of the technological advantages it offers to add more innovation and dimensions to the classroom experience. Our platform, as you all know by now, is Microsoft Teams, which turns out to be the software in campuses around the world. It has proved to be the best choice. It provides us a full and comprehensive campus experience without actually being on campus. But I eagerly look forward to the day when I can open the gates of our Park Street to campus to welcome you in. And who knows, we can gather again for another inauguration where I can welcome you face to face. But online or offline, there are some things that you should know about your college. St. Xavier's College has been declared a College of Excellence by the University Grants Commission. Our college has been assessed and accredited with a grade A++ with the CGPA score of 3.77 out of a scale of 4 in the third cycle of NAAC accreditation. No other college in the country has been given such a high score. St. Xavier's College has been granted a college with the heritage status by the UGC. It has also been assessed and certified as meeting the requirements of ISO 9001-2015 for providing higher education. I am also happy to inform you that St. Xavier's College has secured the 7th rank in the National Institutional Ranking Framework NIR of 2020, published by MHRD on 11th June last year. These achievements have been possible because of the college is founded on a set of values and ideals built on the Jesuit principles of equity and justice, conscience and compassion, which bind all the stakeholders into the one like-minded community. These ideals also include an uncompromising commitment to excellence in teaching and learning. As new members of the Xaverian family, I invite you to pledge yourself to achieving excellence in academic standards and achievements. I am sure you will not be intimidated by the new online learning conditions. Your generation is adept at the new technologies, and so I am convinced that you will take the new learning platform with ease and enthusiasm. It is time now to tell you about the Society of Jesus, which was founded more than 500 years ago by the mystic visionary St. Ignatius of Loyola. The Jesuits are an order that is dedicated to the greater glory of God, and we affirm this dedication by our service to the welfare and the greater good of all humanity. One expression of this service is by imparting education and training our students to be men and women in the service of others. That's why in the field of education, our preferential option is for the poor and marginalized, whom we seek to uplift to engender the process of social transformation. The active proof of this ministry is our campus at Ragapur, a village on the outskirts of Kolkata, where we have actually made a significant impact on difference in the lives of first generation learners who come from humble rural backgrounds. And so the tiny seed that was planted 161 years ago has now grown into a mighty tree that has embraced and sheltered and given life to many generations. Our notion of education is not confined to the classroom. It is holistic and embraces not only academics but also your character and soul. We seek to share with you the most important humanistic values which you can then take with you and spread on your journey through life. It is like a ripple effect spreading across the still waters of our lives, adding beauty and meaning and truth. From this moment, let the ripples begin to change your life and the lives of many others. I welcome you to the great Xaverian family and wish you days of fulfillment and growth and nurture in the time you spend in college. From today, think of St. Xavier's as your college. It is our college. Let us live and grow together as one community in love and service. Thank you very much. May God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Father. Your valuable insight will stay with us and take us a long way, instilling in us the virtue of emerging as men and women for others and becoming better human beings. I would now kindly request Reverend Father Peter Arokiam, S.J., Vice Principal, Department of Commerce Evening, Management Studies, and the Postgraduate Department of Commerce to kindly address the students.
Reverend Father Jairaj Veluswamy, Rector, St. Xavier's Institutions, Kolkata, Reverend Dr. Dominic Savio, Principal, St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, Professor Bertrand Da Silva, Vice Principal, Department of Arts and Science, Reverend Father Joseph Kulandai, Vice Principal of BCom Morning, Reverend Father Johnson Padiara, Vice Principal, Ragapur Campus, Dr. Charlotte Simpson Vegas, Vice Principal, Department of Education, Professor Ayan Chandra, Member Secretary, Academic Council, Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Basu, Dean of Postgraduate and Research Department of Commerce, Dr. Amitava Roy, Dean of Commerce Morning, Dr. Soheli Ghosh, Dean of BCom Evening, Professor Saugato Banerjee, Dean of Bachelor of Management Studies, Dr. Dopati Dotto, Dean of Science, Dr. Orgo Banerjee, Dean of Arts, heads of the departments, professor in charges, my esteemed colleagues and co-faculty members, supporting staff, and you, my dear students. I extend a warm welcome to you in this temple of learning, namely your college, St. Xavier's College. I congratulate all of you for your brilliance. You are all very intelligent because out of many candidates who had applied, only you secured an admission to this prestigious institution of higher learning. Therefore, I take this opportunity to congratulate you, your parents, your teachers, guardians, and well-wishers. You will agree with me that without their support, you would not have reached where you are today. Continue respecting them, supporting them, and praying for them. I am glad to tell you that some of you are from different states of our beloved country. This is wonderful because it brings to the college a rich diversity of talents and ideas. The concept of diversity encompasses acceptance and respect. It means understanding that each individual is unique and recognizing our individual differences for societal prosperity. I'm sure that the diversity you have brought to St. Xavier's College will go a long way in creating a safe, positive, intellectually stimulating, and nurturing academic ambience for each one of us. As we begin this new academic year, 2021-2022, let the spirit of fresh beginnings and infinite possibilities follow your nascent footsteps into this institution, which would be your warm abode for the next 3 years. I pray to the Almighty that this trying times comes to an end very soon, and we return to the campus for better learning and interaction. As Xaverians, you are the chosen one, a class apart, men and women for others. You are a Xaverian for life, for you are blessed with a power of nihil ultra, which means nothing beyond. Nothing is beyond your responsibility and possibility. Nothing is beyond your ability to challenge, to change, even what ordinary mortals refer to as impossible. St. Xavier's, belonging to the Society of Jesus, a religious order founded by St. Ignatius of Loyola in 1540, tempering the kernel of faith and knowledge. At this cradle of wisdom, it is our duty to nurture our students to become mature, responsible beings of character who strive to better themselves every single day in every arena of society and education, who unselfishly accompany their fellow men and women, and who toil to translate their dormant dreams into success stories. For in the time that you will spend with us, you will be blessed not with mere knowledge, but with Jesuit education. Education that is aimed at turning young girls and boys into adults, world citizens of tomorrow. Education that will not seek to cram your minds with information, but to turn you into better human beings. Education that will seek to shift your focus from oneself, from inwards to outwards, from self-centered to God-centeredness, making you all men and women for others. What we are asking of you is not a charitable hand to those less fortunate than us, but greater understanding of the central value of love for all those around us, because altruism cannot be anything other than a reflection of deep compassion that we feel for our fellow beings. Let me simply call it service motivated by love. That is seriously missing from the current society, and this void is all we ask you to lay the eyes on. Rabindranath Tagore, Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose, Saurav Ganguly, Lakshmi Mittal, Utpal Dotto, 3 chief ministers of Bengal, and innumerable achievers have shared the space that you will occupy. They have walked the corridors that you will walk on, warmed the benches that you will sit on, used the facilities and infrastructure that the college has on offer. Xaverians, you step into mighty shoes. Tread carefully, tread with caution. For being a Xaverian is not easy. It calls for excellence in everything that you do, in every breath that you take. The world looks up at Xaverians. Make sure you are tall enough to be able to hold that gaze. Dear Xaverians, in the coming days and weeks, you will begin your discovery and learning experience. The years that you will hear will be filled with opportunities for academic and social growth. This will be the best time in your life to learn great things and ask big questions. You may never again in your life have the same amount of time to do certain things that you will be able to do here with the same amount of expert advice and concentration. Please take advantage of this time to benefit to the fullest. On our part, as St. Xavier's College, we will strive to provide you with a variety of possibilities for growth and learning. The college has indeed put in place the necessary facilities in order to facilitate your personal development and comfort, and will continue improving on this. Apart from the outstanding education you will receive, I can tell you from experience that it is the memories of the student experience that will stay with you the longest and even for the rest of your life. This experience will impact heavily on your life because you will enjoy the fruits of your good judgments if you made good choices. You will also find yourself regretting dearly because of the consequences of your bad choices or mistakes. Dear students, there are few things that you need to observe to make your dream come true. Good conduct. Stay clear of all immoralities, vices, and all manner of bad behavior. Punctuality and attendance. Attend all your lectures on time and without fail. Do your assignments promptly and submit them to your lecturers on time. Ragging in any form is strictly prohibited inside and outside, online or offline. Confidence. Don't be stressed or fooled or covered by people or life. Walk tall despite all the challenges of life. After all, as I said, you are the best because you have made it where few make it. Friends, make friends, socialize, meet new people when things are normal, but choose your friends wisely. A true friend is one who knows you, understands you, accepts you who you are, shares in your dreams, and still allows you to grow. Keep peer pressure and bad company out of your life. Lastly, keep your faith in God. Always. Do not turn away from spiritual practices just because you have grown. Trust in God to take you places that you may have never dreamt of before. This trying time is also a special chance, a special opportunity for all of us to change, to transform ourselves, to become better human beings, to create a better world of love, compassion, peace, and justice. With these, I once again warmly welcome you to St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, and wish you all the best. God bless you.
Thank you, respected Father.
Your kind words will help the students to survive and grow in this institution. I am sure the students present here will remember all that you have said, particularly the instructions given by you. Now, may I request Professor Bertram de Silva, Vice Principal, Department of Arts and Science, to kindly provide the necessary instructions to the students and thereafter propose the vote of thanks.
Father J. Raj Veluswamy, Father Dominic, the Deans, Heads of Departments, Academic Council Secretary, IQAC Coordinator, Professors, and finally, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to you. What are you welcome to? A tradition that is 162 years old and which each one of you will continue to write. A discipline of integrity, ethic, and service. An academic system tested and developed to ensure that you receive a quality education that will advantage you wherever you go. And this is a system that has smoothly transitioned into the digital space without any compromise on quality, on discipline, on ethic. We teach you other things too. Taste, refinement, perhaps even how to tell the difference between Schubert and Selena Gomez. If this inauguration were to have taken place in real time and space, you would have quickly found your way around the college, from the auditorium all the way to the observatory, from the canteen to the green benches, and you would have savored the full Xaverian experience. But though for now we share a campus in the cloud, it is no less that experience. St. Xavier's, after all, is a space, a community, an idea, a way of life. It is a state of mind. You know, as we grow older and life begins to touch you with all the joys and sorrows and shadows, and you rock and roll your way through the heartache and all the other things that life touches you with, you will look back at what I believe might have been some of the best years of your life. The years you spent in St. Xavier's College. Because St. Xavier's is just not an edifice or a name or a roll call of achievements. It is like the air you breathe. It is an environment which shapes you when you're not looking. A culture that catches you unaware and that you absorb. It is a manner of speech, a mode of thinking, a way of looking at the world and at others and at yourself. It is a legacy which you inherit and which it is your duty to preserve and extend. A history that you will continue to write. It is all of these things and much, much more. It is the Xaverian state of mind. I am sorry that this introduction should happen on your computer screen, and that your campus is virtual, and that your classrooms are a digital space. This is for now the new reality. But I would have you remember that the things that I have just talked about are not something that you get to know and feel and hear and touch and inherit and breathe and think only in the real world. If St. Xavier's is a state of mind, it does not matter if you're in the classroom or in the cloud. The Xavier state of mind is like music. It has harmony and rhythm and balance. It has structure and shape and substance and meaning. It is like a door that opens in your mind. You know, there are all kinds of people in this world. Those who close the world around their eyes, while others see heaven in a flower or eternity in an atom of time. So I would have you ask yourself, who am I? What kind of person am I? Am I one who closes windows? Or am I one who opens doors? And if you are one who opens doors, well, that's the Xavier's state of mind. You know, a mind that is closed, hemmed in by its prejudices, stunted by the narrow corridors of habit, embraced by its own vanity, shrunk by perceptions of reality that are as transient as shadows. Such a mind is like a closed and musty room, shuttered from the light. And so from this day, we will try to open the windows of your mind so that you can learn to open doors, knowing that one door leads to another and to another. And then you will never be the same again. It is now my happy task to offer the vote of thanks. I turn first to the rector, Father Jayaraj Veluswamy. Thank you, Father, for presiding over this institution with grace and humility, the kind of grace and humility that shone through the warmth of your opening speech. I turn next to our principal, Father Dominic. With a firm but gentle hand and empowered by a vision for the future, he has already opened many new doors to usher this college into new spaces we had not dared to dream before. I thank Father Dominic for his commitment to change and development and research and carefully calibrated expansion. And of course, for the confidence, planning, and perspicuity with which he has managed and overseen the admissions. Thank you, Father. I would next like to thank the Deans, Professor Dotto and Professor Banerjee, and the Secretary of the Academic Council, Professor Chandra, and Father Deejas, Head of the Department of Multimedia, and the support staff, particularly Mr. Rafael Naska, who have worked to make MS Teams operational so that teachers and students may enjoy a trouble-free online academic experience. It is also my honor to thank Professor Shalabh Agarwal, Professor in charge of admissions, and Mr. Amitav Roy Chaudhary, who set up and operated so successfully the online admissions procedure. A grateful acknowledgement is also due to the Treasurer, Father Peter, and his office for the back-end work that completed your admission process. Finally, many thanks to Professor Ipsita Bharat and Professor Shurmishta Jha and Mr. Narayan for setting up the online broadcast of today's inauguration. And finally, to Ruby Mary Knotts, who moderated this program with such personable skill. I thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. With this, we conclude our inaugural ceremony. Once again, we all join in to welcome our first-year batch of the postgraduate department. Thank you, one and all. We will now have a short video presentation on the history of St. Xavier's College.